I don't find a dead body every time I take Mal, my bichonpoo puppy, for a walk. Really? In fact, it had only happened once. But finding dead people seems to be a theme for me since I returned to Mackinac Island to run the historic McMurphy Hotel and Fudge shop. It was no surprise to anyone that I had 911 on speed dial on my cell phone. 911, what is your emergency? I could tell it was Charlene on the phone. She worked long hours. In fact, so many hours I'd begun to think she was a workaholic like me. Hi, Charlene, I said as brightly as possible. Water dripped down the side of my face, and I wiped it away. Allie McMurphy, is that you? She asked. Yes, it's me, I replied, trying to slow my heavy breathing. I was soaked, and my muscles shook from the stress of dragging a dead weight out of the water and over the 3-foot marina wall. Who's dead now? Charlene asked. I think she was kidding. I wasn't. I'm not quite sure, I said, and stared down at the purplish face of the woman I had just pulled from the lake. Something was vaguely familiar about her, but it was hard to tell. People looked different when they were dead. But there is a dead person, Charlene stated. Seriously? Yes, I'm afraid so. Can you contact Rex? Officer Rex Manning was my go-to guy whenever I found trouble, which seemed to be often. Where are you? I'm at the marina off Main Street near the coffee shop. Allie, it's yacht race week. A dead body in the marina would be disastrous. Well, I didn't put it there. I stifled a shiver. Yacht racing happened a couple times on Mackinac Island. It was the first of the season, and people were gearing up for the influx of boaters and boat enthusiasts. In fact, just yesterday I was at the yacht club with my best friend, Jen Christensen, helping to coordinate an event. Jen was the event planner, not me, but I went along for support, and because I was doing everything I could to gain access into Mackinac Island society. Small business was about community, and I was working hard to become a part of the tight-knit community that was Mackinac Island. Rex is on his way, Charlene said, along with a crew of first responders. Are you sure the person is dead? I noted the pallor of skin, and that the open eyes looked glazed over and colorless. I think she's been dead a while. A shiver took me. It was a cool morning. The sun had just started to come up when I began the walk, and now that I was soaked through, the wind felt cold against my skin.